What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it look like one WNBA player is crushing a false narrative that players do not want to play with Caitlyn. Guys, for this one here, we got to go to Seattle. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, yes, you guys heard me correctly. There is a WNBA player that just went on record to confirm that players don't want to play with Caitlin Clark. Now, we know that has been a creative notion created by none other than Cheryl Swoops. I believe, allegedly, that she created this narrative that don't nobody want to play with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Now, we all remember her going on Gil's Arenas last year, pretty much saying that women wanted out of Indiana. No one wanted to go there. It was just too much going on. The fan base was toxic. We all remember these crazy narratives that were surrounding this ball club. Well, we ultimately know what happened during free agency. They landed not one, not two, but three, arguably four big time WNBA superstars. And I'm telling you right now, this is just the beginning. I feel like players is just going to be knocking at the door to come play with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever for notoriety and a chance to win a championship. I feel like big name players don't even care. They'll come off the bench just to get a ring with Caitlin, dog. Like, that speaks volumes to your career and it speaks volumes to your brand. If you want to grow your brand and if you want to be a household name, why wouldn't you want to come play in Indiana? It's the new Hollywood for basketball. Now, we know in the NBA, they got Los Angeles and Boston and all these other big name cities. Well, I'm here to tell you, there's a city in the Midwest that's making big time noise in women's basketball. That is Indianapolis, man. Caitlin Clark has truly transcended this basketball team overnight. She done made the whole damn sport relevant. Like, I had a whole debate yesterday, a cluster of videos talking about when nobody had cared about Diana Taurasi retirement if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark. I said this notion right here. That was kids in the elementary school. You put up a picture of any other WNBA star at this point, and Caitlin Clark, 80% of the time, the kids are going to know who Caitlin Clark is. If you go to a grocery store, you ask a simple grandmother, who is Caitlin Clark? I guarantee you, she will know who Caitlin Clark is, bro. That's how big of a star she is. To me, I think when it all said and done, Caitlin Clark is going to go down as one of the biggest women's stars to walk the face of this earth, bro. Caitlin Clark single-handedly, without ignorance, without prejudice, gave women an opportunity of a lifetime, bro. She's not ignorant. She don't dress all like whatever. She's well put together. She's very articulate, and this is why I believe she's been praised the way she is. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, she's a beast on that damn basketball court. And with all that being said, Jaylen Brown, we're on a podcast, man. And she let it be known. People don't want to play with Caitlin Clark. That is such a false narrative. Guys, let's pull the footage.
But you got to think, if you have the opportunity, like even if Indiana needed a center, they're not overlooking Caitlin Clark. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, you got to, if it depends on if it's a generational type of talent or if it's like, if you can sacrifice that for something that can help you right now, I think it makes sense to sacrifice that. It just depends on the needs of the team.
Exactly.
But there are some players who surpass needs of the team.
No, yeah. And she was one of them. And I think that they made the right call on that because they knew her play would attract better players to Indiana. Like, it's been hard for them to get players to sign to Indiana because they're in Indiana. And because those games typically were very empty. There was no energy behind the Fever since they won their championships when Tamika Catchings was there. So Caitlin has basically come in and rejuvenated the entire franchise. And now it's an attractive place for free agents to come. And I think that long term, they were thinking about that. I don't know what other people were thinking of, no one was going to go there with her and they're not going to want to play with someone like that. But like, why would you not want to play with somebody like that? Like,
that don't make no sense.
Let's not be dumb here. Like, we're all basketball players at the end of the day.
Now, I'm here to tell you, this is her basically calling out Cheryl Sue. She's basically saying that is a dumb notion that don't nobody want to go to Indiana. That's what I've been trying to preach to y'all. I knew the free agency was going to break the damn internet. Now, I didn't know it was going to go to the severity that it did. I mean, Amber Cox and Kelly just blew everybody away with the damn pickups they got. But one thing we cannot take away from is that false narrative that was created by you know who. Oh, we need to keep the receipts and we need to pull up on her, bro. Because at the end of the day, you created that narrative. You was the one who stated, you know what, nobody want to go to Indy. But let's finish checking out what Jaylen Brown had to say. Roll the footage.
I want to win.
Those are people in the WNBA saying that. Those are Twitter fingers people saying that.
Twitter fingers.
Who didn't make the JV basketball team. They don't know.
They couldn't even be the manager for the JV basketball team.
Off season of any of the teams.
I agree.
What are your thoughts?
I agree. They gave Caitlin some dogs around her.
They're not playing.
They're not playing around. They gave her some more shooters. Natasha Howard, I think, was their best signing. I think people forgot what type of player she was while she's been in Dallas. She's a great defensive player. She can go out and give you 30. She's a great screener, which is going to be very beneficial to Caitlin.
For Caitlin, yeah.
DeWanna Bonner, just having that veteran presence and energy, like she can go make big time buckets for you. Sophie Cunningham, just her energy alone. I'm excited to see her back at her natural position, which is the 3. She's actually been playing the 4 for quite some time in Phoenix, but she's been doing a good job considering that's not her natural position. And then, of course, re-signing Kelsey Mitchell. I remember saying last year before the season even started that they're going to go as Kelsey Mitchell goes. You know, she started the season hurt and came back. And after All-Star break, her and Caitlin found this balance and this cadence that made them very hard to guard, which is why they were able to make the playoffs. So I'm excited to watch them. I'm actually also excited to play against them. I think all the noise from last year, obviously, is going to be there, but you add a ton of veterans that supposedly were hating on the rookies, but all wanted to go play with her. Like, they wasn't hating. They was pissed that we have to chase her around all the time. But when you get the opportunity to play next to a player like that, you're going to go. So I'm excited for them. I'm really excited for Kelsey Mitchell. She has been with that Fever organization since 2018 when we got drafted together, and she's been through the good and the bad and the ugly. So I'm happy that the way they welcomed her in with her re-signing, with the like little parade inside the arena, the announcements, the Pacers showed love. Like, that's what Kelsey Mitchell deserves, and I'm really glad that they were able to do that for her too.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch them. And Caitlin, I think people underrate because of all of the noise about everything else, how good her rookie year was. Like, it was incredible.
It was amazing.
For them, I think Indiana, but it's not only people are also forgetting Aaliyah. Like, they have put a lot into drafting really good young talent. And so it's like for them to be like, okay, we got our girl, building what she needs around her,
right,
building this practice facility, like making moves, I think is exactly what they need to be doing.
Absolutely.
Now, I can't do nothing but agree with Jaylen Brown, dog. She's letting it be known. They did everything they were supposed to do when they have a young superstar player. Surround her with greats and watch what happens. Guys, get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on because you want to know why? Because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, dog, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out.
Shake the haters.